Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Victor Chibunna. I'm a real estate consultant resident in Nigeria, and on this video I'll be teaching you about everything you need to know about title documents here in Nigeria. Everything ranging from what a title document is, the types of title documents we have, and the kinds of title we have. And I'll also be revealing to you the content of every title document, what should be found in a title document. And so I'll encourage you to watch this video to the end, as I'm gonna be enlightening you on ways you can avoid losing so much money while investing in the Nigerian real estate market. Firstly, I'll begin by letting you know that no transaction in the real estate market in Nigeria is complete without a transfer of title. It is actually when title is being transferred in land via a document that one can actually say that he has received ownership of a land. So making payment of any form of consideration for a property in the market, for a real estate property in the market, does not entirely authenticate that title has been transferred to you. Once again, let me make this very clear. The fact that you've made payment for a property does not determine that you've received ownership of the property. What clearly determines that ownership has been transferred to you by the seller or by whoever is transferring the property to you. What clearly defines that ownership has been transferred to you is that a title document has been prepared by a lawyer. I'm sure this is clear enough to you. I think I'll be starting out with what I have here for you. We'll be beginning by defining a title document. And a title document can be defined as a document that transfers title or interest in land. Again, a title document, as it relates to property transactions here in Nigeria, is a document that transfers title or interest in land. We are going to be noting three keywords in this definition, and one is that it is a document. This is clearly making it obvious to you that one does not transfer title to you verbally. I can't just say, hello Mr. Tunde, this property in so and so place, I have transferred it to you. It's not done verbally. There just has to be a document, and the document is to be prepared by your lawyer. The second keyword is that it transfers. And what does it transfer? It transfers title, ownership, or interest in land. So these are the words you should take note of. One is that it is a document. Two is that it transfers. And what does it transfer? Title or interest in land. So we'll be moving down to what is being contained in every title document. On the cover page of every title document is the introduction of the parties. That's the introduction of the parties involved in a transaction. Introduction of the buyer and the seller. And then the second and very important part of every title document is the introduction of the history of the title. In this segment, everyone that has been involved in any way in the ownership of a said land, everyone from the initial acquirer, probably the person who deforested the land and was in the land for a period of 21 years, and there was no adverse claim of the property, that with respect to the 1978 Land Law Act, the initial person who deforested the land and was in possession of the land for 21 years without an adverse claim, who probably was the initial owner of the land, and then down to the second person he probably sold it to or willed it to, then the third person, everybody that has been involved in the transaction from the onset when the property was initially acquired. It has to be stated clearly, because you know that one doesn't just receive ownership of a property accidentally. There just has to sequentially be a process before it then got to him. So every detail must be captured in this part of the title document, which is known as the recital. It is known again as the recital. So it clearly defines how property moved from party A to party B to party C to party D, and then down to the current seller of the property. If it is not clearly stated in the title document, then one can say that the title document is invalid. And then we'll be moving down to the third segment of every title document, and this is known as the operative part. This is actually where title is being transferred, assigned, or conveyed. This is a very, very important part of every title document. It contains a lot of clauses like the amount, the receipt clause, the transfer clause. It also contains the size and location of the land, including the survey details and everything you need to know about the survey plan of the land. Certain covenants are also being described in this part: the authorities to sale, peaceful possession, indemnity clauses, and the rest of that. You also have the final part of every title document, where the transaction is signed, sealed, and delivered. In this part of the transaction, the buyer signs, the seller signs, the witness is involved in the transaction, they get to sign, and then the lawyer who prepared the title document signs in this part, in this area of the title document. So with my explanation, you can understand categorically that every of the segments has to be in every title document for the title document to be valid. None has to be. Every segment that I listed out here has to be captured in every valid title document. And remember, I told you that it must be prepared by your lawyer for it to be valid. It has to be prepared by a lawyer, and it has to be signed, sealed, and delivered for it to be authentic. Remember, I told you it has to be signed by the buyer, the seller, the witnesses that we are involved in the transaction, and then the lawyer. Okay, so I'll be moving down to the other segment of my training on this video, which is what is not a title document. A contract of sale is not a title document. A power of attorney, arguably so, is not a title document. A survey plan is not a title document. A building plan is not a title document. With my teaching from the onset, you can clearly understand and see that if it does not transfer title from a person to another, it is not a title document. A survey plan clearly defines the size and the location of a property. So you can understand that a survey plan does not transfer title in land, and so it is not a title document. Note this: we have two types of title in land. We have two types of title in land in Nigeria. With respect to the 1978 Land Law Act, we have only two types of title, and then we have several types of title documents. I want you to understand this. We have two types of title in land, and then we have several types of title documents. Listing the types of title we have we have the equitable title and the legal title. An equitable title is a document that has not been registered. A document that has not been registered by the Ministry of Land of any state. And a legal title is a title that has been prepared and registered. It can be said to be a legal title if it has been registered in government in respect to the 1978 Land Law Act. But if it has not been registered, it is an equitable title. And that it is an equitable title does not mean that the title is invalid. But it's important. I encourage my clients to go register the title so that it can be a legal title. But the fact that it is an equitable title does not mean that it is a bad title. And then we have several types of title documents, but I'll be listing three very important ones, three very popular ones, which are the deed of transfer, the deed of conveyance, and the deed of assignment. These are the three basic kinds of title documents we have in Nigeria. I said it is the deed of conveyance, the deed of assignment, and the deed of transfer. I believe you are able to get so much value in this video, and I encourage you to stay updated with our content on this channel, because as the day unfolds, I'm going to be opening your eyes to mistakes you shouldn't make while investing in the Nigerian real estate market. Once again, my name is Mr. Victor Chibunna. I'm a real estate consultant here in Nigeria, and I created this YouTube channel basically to guide you through the process of investing in the Nigerian real estate market. And from time to time as well, I'll be revealing products to you, real estate products that you can intelligently take advantage of. I believe you got value in this video. So I encourage you, if you got value, do well to like, to subscribe, and to turn on your notification bell so that you can stay updated with our weekly content on this channel. Once again, like, subscribe, and turn on your notification bell so that you can stay updated with our weekly content on this channel. Thank you very much. See you our next video. Bye.